I think there are a lot of people our age that are kind of waning off of social media in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm not too worried about it. Like a lot of, like some people, like there's a lot of tension about social media. There's a lot of people thinking social media is going to like bring down all of society.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen just because, like, even if you just look at, like, you know, our generation, which, by the way, the fucking early Gen Z versus the late Gen Z episode of Hell of a Point, what a great fucking topic idea. And God damn it, that's a great episode. Everybody go listen to it.
There's a difference. There's a difference, you know?
Yeah.
Cusp.
Very interesting.
I'm cusp Gen Z,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what I am.
You're Gen Z because you're 98.
Yeah.
You're 97
Yeah,
also,
97.
right? Okay, yeah, me too. But, like, if you look at the people going crazy on Facebook, it's all the generation that got on there. Like, when they were older, they kind of already... their media savvy had already been established.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we kind of grew into it, now people our age do have problems with it, but we also can, I think, kind of recognize what it is. And I think that people who know nothing but social media will have that even more so.
They're weird. Like that story I was telling on the Gen Z, early Gen V versus late Gen Z, where like the kid, you know, I'm helping this lady move this table into the car, and her son is just sitting in the car. I'm like, why he not helping you? I'm like, you struggling in the store. I'm trying to be a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Help this lady out, and her son is sitting in the car. Big kid, like probably 13, 14. He can
pick
get
up
this
the damn table.
Yeah, and he's just on the phone watching videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I would never do that. But we remember a time when there was no social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My first social media was Facebook. You had to be on a computer.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like on your phone.
Yeah.
You know?
And I remember, and
Shout
even
out to the computer room.
and it wasn't like now I feel like, you know, everybody just gets involved so young too. Like we were probably at the time, you know, the youngest, like we were the start of that age getting pushed back. Like I remember getting my first phone. I was in 7th grade, but you couldn't do anything on it. You could text on it.
Oh,
Right.
dude.
You know what I mean? You couldn't. Yeah,
Those
barely take pictures.
Right.
But Facebook was not even. Well, when did Facebook come out? 2007 or something like that.
I think before that.
So Facebook was like around, but that was when it was truly like what it was designed for. When it was like only college. You know what I mean? Before it was opened up to.
Well, even like Jordan was saying, like you had
MySpace,
to
I
be
guess.
on the computer to do it. Like those cell phones, you could barely get on the internet on those things.
Right.
You could. None of the phones that I had until I got an iPhone. I was able. I mean, like people would have like their business Blackberries for work, and they could check their email and stuff. But there was
what it
no
for, checking the email.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't like I'm getting on the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. My first phone, I used to have like a flip phone, and then I used to carry around a iPod Touch.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
So
know,
that's
so I
what
had
it
both
was.
in my pocket at the same
yeah.
time.
Dude,
The iPod Touch is what started it all.
I
Hell
was
yeah.
just thinking about driving over here. Remember when you had to like watch movies on YouTube and like clips? Like it would be part one of
Yeah.
this. I watched all the scary movies that way because I was like too young. I had my iPod Touch
And they'd be in like
in my
40
room with the
yeah,
lights off and it's nighttime.
like 30 or 40-minute segments. Not even sometimes only.
Oh yeah,
20,
like
and
10 minutes honestly.
Right,
and
yeah.
there's like you gotta like watch like 8 different, and then you gotta find like part 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
and hope that's not the one that got taken down. Yeah.
But see, we remember a time like that. Like kids now, like kids that are like 5 years old right now. Like they're not gonna be able to relate to that shit. Just the same way we can't relate to beepers. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be like that. Like what? It was on an
Yeah.
iPod Touch. What is that? You
That's
know
the
what I
thing.
mean?
It always
I
moves,
wish I
man,
lived.
You know,
To me, beeper is like the
Kind of
like
fire, right?
pager is a great form of communication. Like you have the access to reach somebody, you know, and say like, "Hey, we need to reach you," but you can't actually just like bombard them with like, you know, we
Right.
should bring back the pager.
I'm
like,
with it.
Because
I'm
that's
with
the
it.
thing is, I think about this all the time. Like, because of the way the world is now, you could never go back in time to a point where, like, if you weren't home, people just couldn't reach you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
that's
right.
not realistic anymore. Like, that's not how the world operates.
oh man,
But you also like,
You could
sometimes
say your phone was dead.
yeah, but like sometimes you
My phone always
don't.
dead.
Sometimes you don't want to be reached. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it doesn't have to be for a bad reason. Like sometimes you're just like sitting around, like decompressing, enjoying something else, doing something else, right? And you don't want to be reached, but you still, because of the way things work, like you still have to be out available to be reached. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's
Everything's
why
so quick now.
exactly,
Right.
and
Like,
so
I need this response now.
Yeah.
You know.
and that's why the beeper to me is a great idea, because you can let somebody know, like, hey, I need to reach you. And then it's like, okay, like I can reach this person right now. Or if I'm in the middle of doing something, like I don't necessarily have to do it right now.
Y'all
And-
just gave me a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the ain't trying to hear that beepers. The beeper's gonna say ain't trying to hear that. It's gonna be purple. It's gonna beep. It's gonna be limited edition.
Yeah. Real limited.
Y'all both get two
Oh.
free ones just because like y'all helped me out with this.
We're
idea.
going back to-
this. Just came to me
oh.
just now. Yeah.
We're going back to the beeper. Nah.
I don't know about bro back there. No. You got it, bro. They ain't trying to hear that beeper.
Yeah. Beeper, great form of communication.
Yeah.
And like that's how, doctors, I don't know if they still use beepers, but in Grey's Anatomy
No, they
do,
just
so-
call them.
Yeah.
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 Snapchat the doctor.
Yeah.
We got a problem
Yo,
over here.
doc. Yeah.
It's like
Yo-
a selfie and somebody's fucking bone
Yeah,
just coming
yeah.
out of their leg.
Yeah, yo, doc, my boy back here, he's coding. You're gonna want to come in real
Yeah.
quick. You got no heartbeat.